Hello, hello. Welcome to our Quan Yin heart transmission and to our Eclipse portal journey. It's such an honor and a pleasure to connect with you and to receive some light code upgrades today. So, what I'm going to do first is talk about a little bit about the Eclipse journey. It's so important because we go through Eclipse phases twice a year, and so we need to master them because we can accelerate and grow from the eclipse energies when we're conscious, and we can consciously feel the processes that we're going through and what we need to surrender, what we need to purify, what it is that's required to master these energies. It's so important. And so I love also inviting the energy of Quan Yin to support us today because she holds that purity, that lightness, that clarity. She very much, I feel, radiates this like white ray of purity, really crystal clear, like a white ray that really supports us with connecting to our own purity, connecting to our own hearts in a way that is really clear, that we can really see and feel and connect with our body, and actually also clear the clutter out of the way, the energy clutter, the mental clutter. When you think about Quan Yin, the first thing I think about is clearness, how clear her energy is. It's like crystal clear. It's that white ray. And so we call her in to help us to clear all this debris out of our energy field. And this is exactly what we need during the eclipse time. Why? Because eclipse times is all about letting go and surrendering and releasing all the old stuff. So all the old karmic memories, the inner child emotions, unresolved emotions, past lives, dynamics in relationships, unspoken truths, boundaries that need refining, that need reflecting on, that need reevaluating on. So this is what we go through during eclipse times. Also, eclipses bring the shadow up to the light, right? So things that were hidden come up to be visible. So in fact, it's actually, in a way, an easier time to speak your truth because the truth is just coming up. But at the same time, it's like right in your face and you can't ignore it. And the emotions that come up, it's almost like you're being pushed. You're being pushed to master, pushed to grow, pushed to express, to communicate. There is a purification around your power center. This is what usually happens because there's so much light pouring in during the eclipse times. I don't know if you feel this at the moment, this kind of spectrum of like so much light and lightness and like, oh, I can really feel my divinity. And then from the other side of, oh my God, I am purifying so much right now. I am, really feeling my stuff. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm feeling like my fear coming up, like a lot of fear is coming up, And I think that's essentially what happens when we're in these periods of a lot of light is streaming in. Well, what are we going to do? If we're absorbing all this light, we have to purify, we have to surrender. And what I really feel during eclipse times is you do come on your knees. It's like coming on your knees and surrendering and letting go. There could be an ego purification there as well. There could be fear clearing around your power center to be more refined around your power, more refined around your expression and your boundaries, like I say. These are all really big themes that I see playing out now, but I think most eclipse seasons, this is what we're always upgrading. It's a opportunity for an upgrade. And so when I see eclipses ahead, like we have this month, I see like doorways. There's like doorways that we are going through to enter into a new dimension and a new vibration of self. It's like a light code upgrade, but it's like a new code. It's like you're shedding in order to integrate new aspects or your divine aspects of self, if you see what I mean. So it's a huge energetic upgrade. And what I really find, this is why I love Quan Yin, is because we need Quan Yin in order to really support us to go into the stillness of our hearts. And this is what's really required during an eclipse season, is the way to pass through those doorways is through your heart. Yeah, it's like there's no other way. And so if you're getting all chaotic and your mental plane is all over the place, you're out of your body. And the message and the guidance is really to come into the body and come into the heart. And I feel like this is what Quan Yin really can support with, as can many other Ascended Masters. I just really love her energy for this as well. And so we're passing through these doorways, but these are doorways of initiation. It means you have to purify, you have to surrender, you have to listen in order to be able to pass through that doorway and actually receive that upgrade, to have that opportunity of raising your vibration, having more of this higher consciousness coming, connecting more to your higher self, but also learning the lessons. Learning the lessons is key, because these are soul lessons and also things that have been set up by your higher self. Your higher self has set up everything during eclipse season, because your higher self wants you to purify. Your higher self wants you to let go of the uncomfortable stuff and actually meet it face to face. You know, you have to meet it in order to process it. You can't avoid it. And that's why with eclipses, it's like it brings it all up and you can't avoid it. Whereas on a normal day, you might have been able to just put it in the back of your mind and just get on with it and think, oh, you know, maybe another time, or maybe I'll just suppress it, you know, like we do unconsciously. But during eclipse times, that's not possible. Everything that is ready to be purified, to be processed, to be learnt is going to come up. And it comes up thick and fast. So this is what you may have realized recently, like, because the light is streaming in so much that it's like everything is purifying quicker. So this is why things keep coming up. It's like, oh, now I've got this to resolve. Oh, now I've got that to resolve. And now this, and now that. And it's consistent. And the way to move through this easefully and gracefully is through the heart. So simple practices of stillness, of introspection, of taking a couple of minutes if you're feeling overwhelmed or chaotic, taking a couple of minutes to breathe, close your eyes no matter where you are, whether you've just parked your car and you're sitting in your car, whether you're in the bathroom at work or wherever you are. It's like just taking those minutes, because when you're out of balance, there's no point of continuing on. You know what I mean? Because then everything's just going to become chaotic and tangled, you know? So you've got to step back, retreat within, take some space, right? And take some quiet time to yourself, close the door, go into the bathroom, go hide in a cubicle, whatever it may be, and process, feel. You have to feel and you have to process. And it may take some time just to drop in, and then you have to remind yourself that you're safe, right? It's safe for me to feel. It's safe for me to come in my body, especially when fear is being triggered. And a lot of the times this fear can be a lot of past life wounding, accumulated past life wounding as well. I'm seeing this as quite a theme, you know. So we're clearing through many multidimensional layers of fear, of pain, of unresolved emotion. A lot of karma is clearing, essentially. That's what we do during eclipse times. And that's really what the greater purpose is of eclipses, is we're clearing collective karma and individual karma, but collectively it's everyone's karma that's clearing. And, you know, this is supporting ascension for humanity. This is supporting the evolution of humanity. This is supporting the raising of consciousness and enlightenment. And so it's got a greater purpose and an individual purpose. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to say there. And yeah, so it's a time of alchemy, where it's all alchemy. The light that's coming into our body, it's alchemizing, you know? So this is why so much is being stirred up. But that's what we need in order to move forward, because we can't stagnate. We need the light in order to shift, in order to grow. But with that, we need to purify, right? We need to go through that purification process of releasing and purging and somatically letting go of these unresolved emotions, whatever it is, whatever process you have around that. Because that is the key to the alchemy, you know? Otherwise, things will stay stuck. Things will stay stagnant. Everything will stay the same. How are you going to have change if you don't go through the alchemy process? That's the question, right? Are you willing to go through the alchemy process? Yeah, and, you know, with that, I had some other questions here actually is, some things to ask yourself during this time is, what is my body showing me? And what are my emotions showing me? Anger can come up quite a lot, and that's showing you something, isn't it? And I usually find that anger is signaling that your boundaries need some refining, right? That your boundaries are being crossed. Not necessarily the other person's fault, absolutely not. It's just showing you where your boundaries are and that you need to put them in place, or you need to refine them or express them or reevaluate them. Do you see what I mean? And so that's what anger usually shows. It's like something isn't feeling right and I need to change it. Quan Yin is helping us to clear the fog, because there is so much purifying. And because there's so much purifying, if you're not staying on top of it, it can feel like a cloud, a very dark cloud around you, like just being surrounded by a lot of heavy sludge or heavy energy, because you've got to keep clearing yourself, right? Keep saging. You know, in times like this, I might even like sage and resin and smudge like 2 or 3 times a day, or I just might have the spray handy quite often. And I'll have my energetic tools. So I use transference healing modality, which is a 7th dimensional healing modality. So I've got those tools there to use instantly, you know, cutting the cords, clearing the webs, clearing other people's energies out in my field, clearing karmic pain, opening my heart, clearing my third eye. You know, these are some really great techniques. And you can find those actually in a book called Beyond Doorways by Alexis Cartwright. You can get started with that if that's something you want to look into. And that's on my website, magdalenerosetemple.com. And anyway, I just love those tools. It's tools that I love to give to people, to my clients and people I work with, because they're just so profound and so simple, yet do so much and so pure. And, you know, it's a 7th dimensional light body modality. It's perfect for what we need right now at this time on earth. It's the medicine we need. So that's what I do to support myself as well. So you may have some other tools and practices. Then all I'm saying is be consistent and keep on top of it. Don't get weighed down by the purification and just sit and do nothing. And yes, rest is great, but what I'm saying is don't get in that cycle of feeling weighed down, because what you really need to do is to push out of that and go in, clear yourself, go out for a walk, go, you know, lean on a tree for a bit, connect with the earth. Just do anything you can to keep clearing yourself. This is what I'm trying to say. So I think we can get started with our journey. I'm just going to see what the energies bring through for us today, and we'll just go on a journey. So I'm going to put a little bit of music on. I'm going to invite you to go into a state of stillness just for a little while. Take yourself in a little corner somewhere, get yourself comfortable as we go on a journey together. And so taking a moment to close your eyes and drop your mind down into your heart. And now see, sense, or feel your feet rooting down into the crystal core of Mother Earth. And just allowing yourself in this moment just to surrender and let go. As you release all thoughts, feelings, and concerns into the light. And just allowing your energy to drop into your body. Allow yourself to drop into your body. Come into your body. Feeling your root grounding and connecting into the earth as you set that intent for your root chakra to open and connect and root into the earth. And just taking that moment as you center within your heart. And you set the intent within your heart space to be open to the presence and frequency of Quan Yin. And we create space, and you create space as you take an energetic step back. Create space for Quan Yin, her presence, her frequency, to step forward, to come in. Thank you, Quan Yin, for your guidance and support in opening our heart. Just take a moment to be open and receptive in your heart. Be open and receptive to receiving her frequency. That frequency of purity, of pure light. The pure light of the white ray. And you allow your heart to be open to absorbing the light of the white ray. Allow your energy field to absorb the light of the white ray. And allow the light of the white ray to cleanse and purify your entire body, aura, and energy field, clearing away all the clutter, the density, the debris, other people's stuff. Allowing yourself to be bathed in the light of the white ray. It's bathing your ethereal body, your energy body, your aura. And open your heart a little bit more. Be more open and receptive here to receiving the light directly into your heart. Feeling the white ray coming into your heart space. Thank you, Quan Yin, for clearing and purifying my heart center. Quan Yin, I now surrender to your grace. I surrender to the flows of your feminine wisdom and essence. I surrender to the waters of your purification. I bow to you, Quan Yin. I surrender my ego. And I allow myself to receive the purity of your light, the purity of your grace. Be open and receptive now to a blessing. Allow yourself to be bathed in a waterfall of pure light that is infused with the essence of Quan Yin's frequency and her light. Feel the blessing in your heart and around your body. Keep allowing yourself to surrender and receive. Surrender a little bit more and receive a little bit more. Feel what you need to feel. It's the truth, and that's okay. It is safe to feel. And then keep allowing that white ray to come in and just work its way anywhere else in your body that you need to complete this process now. You may even like to imagine yourself bowing, resting your head on the floor in front of Quan Yin's feet. It's just a visualization that will help with the surrendering and the receptivity to her blessing as we bow to Quan Yin in humbleness. We bow to her feet. with humility. Thank you, Quan Yin, for keeping me connected to my heart each and every day. May I continue to receive your light and support. May I birth this purity within my heart and within my being. May I radiate the light of your divine grace. And continue to bow to her feet. As you ground your feet into the earth, and you just take a moment to thank Quan Yin with gratitude. Maybe you would like to share something with her or express something to her. Now is your moment. And now centering within your heart, grounding your feet into the earth. As we come into completion now, and just slowly opening your eyes when you're ready, grounding your feet into the earth. And coming back with gratitude, coming back with a softness in your heart, with a connection to your body, with perhaps a lightness or a connection to the purity of Quan Yin and her presence and her mentorship and her guidance. And keeping that with you now as we journey through the eclipse portal, staying in your heart, come back to that essence of the white ray. And allow yourself to purify and surrender, bow and let go. And this is our way through. This is the way through. So I hope that you enjoyed this journey today. Thank you so much for being here. For those who are new and want to go on more transmission journeys and haven't yet seen that I do have a slightly different energy, but a Mary Magdalene 7-day devotional journey. It's a free 7-day devotional course. You can find that on my website, magdalenerosetemple.com. So that's a lovely energy to work through as well. Perhaps that will help you with more power and boundaries as we go through the eclipse portal. You can come back to this meditation also whenever you need. And so I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you so much for being here. I'm wishing you many blessings. Wishing you many blessings through the eclipse portal and many blessings with the embodiment of your light and divinity and working with Quan Yin.